All right, I was truthfully not even planning on vlogging this morning, but I have to because one of my last videos was me talking all about how since I went on birth control 2 years ago, I've gotten maybe 10 pimples the entire time. I have never had such clear skin in my life. And then this morning I wake up with a giant freaking pimple that, can you see that? Like, what are the odds? Like, I'm never going on YouTube and talking about any good fortune I've ever had because it's just all gonna be taken away from me. And obviously, I do want you guys to know, I'm just joking, I'm kidding. It's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm just trying to be funny. I don't know, but what are the odds? Like, what the heck? That's what we're about to cover up this morning with some Silk Cream Foundation. By the way, a lot of people ask about my makeup, this stuff, you gotta get it. I mean, I don't know, everyone's skin type's different though. You guys might not like this stuff because I have tried other foundations, you know, since I started wearing makeup in high school. Nothing compares to this stuff. Yet some people rave about other stuff. So I feel like everyone's skin is a little bit different. And actually, guys, we are coming off of a little break because I had not 1, not 2, 3 days off from work for just no reason at all other than I need to burn vacation days. You guys know I've kind of had a problem where I'm not accumulating vacation days because I maxed it all out because I haven't taken any off just because there's no point. But finally I was just like, yo, we need a break, and it was great. It really was. I feel like you can either come back from a break recharged and ready to go, or you just honestly feel still tired and you're like, oh shoot. But I actually feel recharged. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to talk on TV. I'm ready to do my thing. And I'm ready to report.
Talking to each other, I know we feel the same about the situation, like we're stuck inside a game. Time to get out of this circle.
511, 46 degrees, covering some breaking news this morning in Roselawn. Let's go right to Clancy Burke, who's on the scene of an apartment building fire. Clancy?
Hey, Sheila. Well, this is on Sparkle Drive at the Sparkle Apartments. The fire is now out, but I want to step out of the way to set the scene here. You can see there are well over 30 firefighters. Hey, Sheila, since the last time we spoke, I have learned a lot of new information. 2 people are in the hospital. It's a man who is 69 years old. He's in critical condition. And then a woman in her 50s. She is seriously hurt. This is Sparkle Drive at the Sparkle Apartments, and you can see it is a much calmer scene.
Well, I just returned from one fire to see that apparently I was trying to set my own. Yes, I accidentally left my flat iron on this morning, which I have no excuses because this morning was calm. Like, you guys saw me when I was getting ready and then I was planning for the next day. It was a calm morning, and my story was supposed to be really simple. It was the University of Cincinnati helping kids with personal finance through a program, and I arrived at the University of Cincinnati at around 4:30 for a 5:10 hit, which honestly, I know that's ridiculous. Why do I arrive so early? I don't know. Like, I have a problem where if I have to be somewhere, like, I just have to be there early if I can, because then breaking news hits and you're never early to breaking news. You're always like 10 steps behind, and it is the worst feeling, but it is the best feeling when you're finally able to catch up and you have a handle on things and you know the information. In the beginning though, it's never like that, and I get a call at 4:40 from my executive producer saying there is big breaking news, an apartment fire where people are jumping from the building, and that we heard there was possibly a person who died and a dog who died. Now that is scanner traffic. That's something that you hear on the scanners, the police talking to each other, that type of thing. You can never report scanner traffic because it is unconfirmed and they don't know the information yet. They're trying to get to the bottom of it. So that is the rule of thumb. You cannot report scanner traffic. I hop in my car at 4:40, and then within minutes of me arriving, I am live on air, which is always the most stressful part because you arrive and they want you live the second you get there, but you have zero information. Within 60 seconds of stepping out of my car, I met a guy. He lived in the apartment. I said, hey, will you go on air? Will you be my interview? He said yes, and within 3 minutes of that, we were live on air talking.
Greg, just walk me through your very early morning.
I woke up, heard one alarm going off, didn't think nothing of it. Heard the second alarm going off, kind of got a little leery when I heard the third alarm, opened the door, and seen a bunch of fire, and started running through the building, waking everybody up to get everybody out to make sure everybody was safe.
Had you seen people jump? I mean, that's what we were hearing, that people were jumping from the 3rd floor.
Yes, it was people jumping out from the 3rd floor on this side of the building trying to get out because the flames were so high.
And this quite possibly could have been done on purpose.
He opened the door and he saw a couch that was just sitting there in the hallway on fire.
It was a crazy morning, a hectic morning. Haven't had one of those in a while. And now there's more craziness, more hecticness, if that's a word, because I might have to be live on this at noon, but I also need to work on my story for tomorrow as well. All right, I am done with my Zoom interview. I logged my interview, which means I basically just wrote down all of the quotes, some notes, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, so that I can put together the scripts for tomorrow's show. And it's the time of the morning, actually, where it's not morning. That's how I know it's just time to, I don't know, put down my head and stop working. Also, in the midst of all of this, I've been doing a little online shopping. This is something I was actually doing yesterday because, as you guys know, I get a clothing allowance for every single year that I report at Local 12. Every reporter has one. We all have a different clothing amount, which is why I don't say mine. And I have less than a month to spend my entire clothing allowance, which most people do like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit this month. I always forget about it. Like, I don't know, I'm not a big shopper, so I'm just going on a shopping spree right now. And I'm noticing in my cart, it's like all the same kind of item. I'm just obsessed with, let me zoom in, boom, long dresses with sleeves. They all kind of look the same, but just with different patterns. This is just my new obsession. Like, I go through phases. So yeah, we're just filling up the cart, working on that. But meanwhile, I have like 20 other stories I'm also working on. I have a feeling I'm gonna be working a lot of overtime today. And meanwhile, some exciting news. I officially have a brand new coworker. Are you so excited?
I'm not in the door yet, so.
You're in the door. You signed the dotted line. We're coworkers.
My jargon background, I haven't heard anything back yet, so some things might come to light that you don't know about. Paid a lot of money to get them scrubbed.
But yes, as a lot of you guys know, Zach is officially going to be working at Local 12. Last time we spoke, we were still nervous because you said yes like 500 years ago, and it took another 500 years for them to actually write up a contract and send it to Zach, which funnily enough is the same exact thing that happened to me when I was in the process of becoming a Local 12 employee. And if you guys remember, there was some sort of issue with my paperwork where it was not put through in time, and I ended up having to go a week of unemployment. Like, it was supposed to be a very seamless transition from my old job in Dayton to this one, but then all of a sudden I got a call from HR saying, hey, like, you can't start next. Actually, it was you can't start 2 days from now. Like, I was all set in my mind to start 2 days from now, and they were like, no, you have to push it back a full week, which means my anniversary at Local 12 is a little bit later than it should be. It's actually, oh my gosh, it's coming up. It's the end of April. April 29th was my first day, and would you look at that? Our first days are similar. We'll be celebrating together.
Sweet.
But overall, besides the fact that we're coworkers, which I'm so curious how that's gonna go when we return to the office, and it's just gonna be weird seeing Zach's car there. Are we gonna meet up in the conference room? Am I gonna be like, yo, meet me in the break room in 3 for us to kiss each other? Just kidding, that was weird. HR, don't listen to this. But I'm more so even just curious about the lifestyle differences. Just because anytime you change anything in your life, you change one thing, but it affects every other thing, including your relationship. By the way, Zach's just like working away on something right here. He's here, but he's not actually listening. I'm just talking to you guys. That's why I'm not showing him. But yeah, I mean, that definitely happened to me when I first started working at Local 12. It was such a big adjustment, such a big change. It definitely impacted our relationship for the better or the worse. It does. Every little thing impacts our relationship. And I told Zach when he's done with the eye doctor appointment that he's going to today.
Just checking how much money I have in my HSA account to make sure I can pay for everything.
I don't even know what that means. Hashtag still on my parents' insurance. Hashtag I have less than a year left. But no, I'm gonna have Zach take over the cam when he's done with his little eye doc appointment. Gotta get those eyes checked. Yeah, just talk about the life change that you have coming. It's a big one.
A big pain.
What?
You. Just kidding.
What?
All right, YouTube. I'm back with another segment. My eyes look funny. I'm squinting. It looks like I might cry at any moment. Just got back from the eye doctor where they dilate your pupils to make them larger, so my eyes look funky. I can't see clearly. I'm sure that was a nice safe drive back, but really, no, it's not that bad. The eye doctor is the worst. I mean, not the worst. Actually, the people there were very, very friendly. But the worst is when you go and you put your forehead up on the one and then they shoot the puff of air into your eye, there's just no getting around it. You jump back and then you sit back and you do the other one. Your eyes are watering. It looks like you're crying a bit. And you adjust, and then they take you in, and then they dilate your pupils. And you start looking like you're crying all over again. Maybe it's just a me thing. But I guess the whole reason why I'm supposed to be talking right now is Clancy asked me to talk about some of the life changes that we're gonna have going on. I'm gonna be starting my new job at Local 12 on Monday, fingers crossed. And again, we've got a couple things we still have to work out, but gonna start selling media and advertisements for them, which I'm really excited about. It's gonna be a whole new adventure. The last kind of month or so, I haven't had a lot to do with my work, so I've been fortunate enough to exercise a little bit more than usual, enjoy some downtime. I've been transitioning things with my current work, getting everything settled there. I'm gonna be back at it, getting up early, probably having to do some morning workouts, working, if I had to guess, more than 40 hours a week now again. I just have to remember back to my old days when I was new at tech, my current job. It just takes you longer to figure things out, takes you longer to learn things, where people obviously have been doing it for a while. Using their systems comes naturally, giving your sales pitches come naturally, and things of that nature. I'm excited for the new challenge. I think it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for both Clancy and I. I think I'm going to be more on the move. We won't be able to spend as much time together as we've been able to the past few weeks, which has been nice. Just naturally, I think I'm going to be a little bit more stressed. New jobs. You always want to come in and obviously not try to be a crazy, like, overachiever, suck-up type person, but you want to show that you respect the job, work hard, work longer hours. You're always looking for that opportunity. That first sale, that first close of a new client is going to be exciting, and just trying to prove that you were a good choice for the opportunity that they gave you. I've been doing a lot of the work that I've been needing to do just out of our apartment, where now I'm going to be on a lot more calls like I used to be when I was working with tech systems with clients. So I'll be working out of the shared workspaces where I was interviewing. You guys saw that when I was interviewing. The new gym I've joined actually has a nice space where if I go work out in the morning, shower there, bring my work clothes with me, I think I'd have some opportunity to work out of the gym too. It's like a sports club, a country club type place. It's not just like I'm not going to go work out at LA Fitness. Yeah, don't think that. It's not going to be like weird like that. There's nice places where you can set up shop. I'm sure training the first few weeks, where I'm probably gonna have to watch a bunch of videos, take a bunch of notes, probably go on meetings with people to see how they do it, how they say it. I'm gonna have to learn the different advertising lingo and the term. It's good. All the changes for the better. But yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit different for Clancy and I. So we're gonna be big co-workers. She made a joke of, oh yeah, we're gonna text each other to go talk in the conference room or something funny. Obviously that'll not happen, but it's just funny that we'll be in the same building occasionally. We might see each other's car at work occasionally. We're gonna work separate hours, completely different hours. She's in the field most of the time when I'm gonna be coming into work. I mean, she won't even be there. She's gonna be live from her shop. But yeah, no, it's all good stuff. Hopefully this wasn't too awkward in my car here, and my dilated pupils that probably look funny, and if I'm squinting, I apologize.
It has been quite some time since I have shown my chocolate oatmeal. Guys, just look at this. I don't understand how some of you think this is disgusting. Just wanted to confirm this is still a staple in my life, making me even hungrier than I already was. This is like ASMR now. It's like ASMR for your eyes and your ears. It's just another day in the life on my favorite platform ever. Why Zoom, of course. Man, guys, today has been hectic, and I feel like it's the hectic days that I never film, which kind of gives you an inaccurate version in your head of what being a TV news reporter is, but it's impossible to film when it's as hectic as it was today, because first we had our morning live shots, which was from 5 to 7:30 a.m., 6 live shots once every half hour. Then I shot a look live for the 4:30 p.m. show. Then I went to court at 8:30 for the man who actually admitted to setting the couch on fire. Then I went to an unrelated story about masks amid the pandemic and Easter, shot that interview for an upcoming show. Then I went back to the Hamilton County Justice Center to court, where I did a live shot at noon on the man who was in court, shot a look live for the 4 p.m. and this is so ironic. As we speak, my Zoom interviewee just entered the call. It is 12:30 on the dot. I have to do this interview on a completely unrelated story, so it is just a crazy day, but I really need to do this. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? Done with my interview, done with my day. And by the way, a pro tip for anyone who does Zoom interviews, you have to have your finger on the exit button before you wrap up and say goodbye, because nothing is more awkward than you being like, okay, bye, and then they say bye, and you're like, Maybe I'm the awkward one because I feel like it's so planned and it's obvious. I'm like, bye. And now that I've edited this video up until this point, I am realizing how weird that probably looks. And I am the awkward one. Like, that is way more awkward than a normal exit. And noted, I'm definitely gonna change that. But one of my favorite things to do when creating my videos is I like filming and editing as I go along. Like, I hate just coming to an edit with like over an hour of footage and then trying to create something out of it. You miss so much. Like, as I'm editing, I'll realize, oh, the video needs a little bit more of this. The video needs more of this. And also, especially when Zach does his little bits, I can see like, what did he put in it? Like, what did he talk about? And then I can even add a little bit more to it and reflect on it. Obviously, you just heard Zach talking about the fact that he has a huge change. He's starting a brand new job, and it's a really, really big lifestyle change as well. I mean, think about it. He went from being in IT staffing and now he's going into media sales. I mean, those are two different things. Sure, they're both in the sales department, but media sales, I mean, that's like a whole another thing. But I think that's awesome. Like, I always encourage people to do career switches or just life switches, mindset switches, like whatever you need to do. I think so often in our society, in our world, we get in the mindset like, oh, I chose this job when I was 18 years old, when I started college, and this is what I have to do. But it's like, no, I think it's so awesome seeing people turn their life in different directions. More often than not, that's what is going to happen. Something really cool, I was going through my drawer today and I found these fortunes that Zach and I got when we ate at P.F. Chang's, like probably 6 months after we started dating, when we already knew I wanted to move to Cincinnati or somewhere. We both knew we wanted to move together and we didn't know what city it was going to be. He, at that time, was not really the happiest with his work. Like, he knew he probably wasn't gonna end up there forever. It's hard because he loved people there and I mean, they're his best friends, you know, who's he with? I forget. He's on a bachelor trip right now. Who's he with? No. He's with his college friends right now, but his work friends are like his best friends also. And so we knew he was probably going to be leaving. And then we both got the most accurate fortunes ever. Mine was a change of scenery will lead to great transformation. And that was crazy because that was when I knew I was not going to be staying at my old job and I didn't know where to go. This was just, I'm like a sucker for little things like this. Like, and it's not hurting anyone because I know so many people, like Exhibit A, I feel like my brother, would make fun of people like me who are like, oh my gosh. But why would you make fun of me, or why would you even care if it's making someone happy and bringing them comfort? That's all that matters. And then Zach got a new work or study opportunity will soon become available. And his obviously took a little bit more time because we got these like 2-ish years ago. But it's just funny that these fortunes are finally coming true. And I've kept them in this little box just waiting for them to come true. And actually, it'd be really cool if you guys commented below and gave him any first day of work advice, since his first day of work is coming up. I'm sure he'd appreciate it just from your guys' experiences, you know? I feel like that'd be useful for everyone. But I'm gonna end this video. It's a Sunday, it's a beautiful day. I'm so excited to get outside. I'm about to go play soccer with my brother, actually. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the button so you don't miss a video. And if you made it this far, as Zach would say, give it an up thumb. Ew. Give it an up thumb, even though I try not to show my thumbs. Yes, you guys know I have clubbed thumbs. We're all dealing with it. Okay, all right, bye.